forces have captured a zone. Attention to the map!
Attention to the map!
Let's keep the pressure on. Victory is close.
Attention to the designated grid square!
The enemy has been destroyed!
grid zone.
The enemy tank has been destroyed. The enemy has been destroyed. If we don't do something fast, the enemy will win.
Attack the sea point. Yes! Attention to the map!
Allied forces have captured the zone. The enemy is winning. We must counterattack. pressure on the enemy. They're winning.
Need cover!
Allied forces have captured a zone. We're ahead of the enemy.
See the future into the present. See my past feels in the distance. Try to guess now what's going on, and the band begins to play. Don't you see my condition? The nation is gone right again. Can't you see now? Illusions right into your mind. Deja vu.